Okay. So, what's your name?
My name is, this is the full thing,
Yeah.
Valeria Rangel Melendez.
Cute. Okay, where'd you grow up?
Santa Rosa, California.
Nice. How old are you? I forgot that one.
18.
18. Okay, and when did you move? How old are you?
When did I move?
Yeah. How old are you?
11, 12, I think.
Nice.
Or wait, no, I lied. Like
Oh.
10. Something
Good,
like that.
Good to know. Around that age. Double digits. Okay. Is the place you live now like the place where you grew up? Why or why not?
No. I grew up by the beach in like a city-ish place, and this place is more valley agricultural.
Like
agricultural, yeah, like landlocked. There's nowhere to really go.
What about like culturally? Like, are the people different?
Oh yeah. There's over there it's mostly like Chicana people, bunch of like lowriders, and over here is a bunch of trucks and cowboys and you know lifted truck.
Fords.
Yeah.
Okay. Were there stores near where you grew up? If so, which ones?
Stores?
Yeah, like local stores. Like not like chains like McDonald's. Like locally.
Oh,
yeah.
there was this one restaurant called Red Bees. It was owned by this family. It's not a chain, it's like tiny.
Yeah.
There was a Thai restaurant there too that was owned by a family.
That's yummy.
Yeah, it was so good.
Yeah.
I loved their
Good.
stuff. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Good to know. Please tell me your family's immigration to the U.S. Like, how was the process? Was it difficult? If they ever told you anything about it?
Well, they moved here not at a young age, like probably 10, 11. So they didn't finish school. I think they finished their elementary school. I think they went to middle school, but they didn't go to high school or anything after that. But they told me it was mostly, it was weird, obviously, because everything is, they had to learn a new language, and they're still learning the new language. They obviously said it was a little hard coming here and adjusting, both.
Because they had little to no English.
No, they knew little to no English at all. They were still young, so all they knew was like
hi,
Spanish, like hey, hello.
My name is.
My name is.
Yes. Okay. How many generations of your family have lived in the U.S.? Just you.
Just me.
Yeah, so you're first gen.
Yeah.
What is the highest? Oh, you just said that one, never mind.
Yeah.
Let's see. How have you dealt with these problems regarding? Has there like any healthcare problems?
Any healthcare problems?
Have you had any like problems that you faced that like maybe other races don't face?
Like medically?
Yeah, because I know like your mom has like.
Oh.
Because isn't she at like type 2?
She has type 2, yeah.
So does my dad. So like.
Yeah, it's what is it called? Hereditary, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it runs in my family. My aunt has it, my cousin has it, my mom. So does my uncle.
Yeah. Have they ever had like problems like regarding like doctors like refusing treatment or like, anything like that?
They just have language barrier problems. A lot of language barrier problems. That's why she mostly asks my siblings to go with her to appointments just in case she gets like a doctor that doesn't speak Spanish.
Yeah.
And she asks us like, oh, what does this mean or what does that mean? That's her like main problem, really.
Issue. Yeah. Let's see. What illegal activities, if any, were present in the neighborhood where you grew up?
A lot of robberies, I guess. I think we got robbed a couple times where we lived.
Like break-ins?
Not break-ins, just...
Like pickpocketing?
No, my mom, I think she had a bike in our front yard. Somebody just walked up and stole it.
It's like that.
We had lights in our front yard, and somebody just walked up and stole it.
I see.
So we've just had our stuff stolen.
Just like taken.
A bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you experience it in this neighborhood?
Not us, what other people have, I guess.
Yeah.
But not us. Not really, no.
Yeah. So, like, where you grew up, was your driveway as long as the one you have now?
No, because now we have a gate.
Yeah.
And before it was just the short driveway and we lived by the street.
Was there a gate?
No, there was no gate. It was just like a busy road right next to ours.
Mm-hmm.
And then you would have to turn into like this neighborhood street. And we were there. So we were right next to a busy street.
Oh.
Sometimes people would drive into our street just to skip the busy street.
Yeah.
So
it was like a
of people.
moderately, like relevant area.
yeah,
I see.
sort of, yeah.
Let's see. Did anyone ever discourage or prevent you from pursuing academics or professional career?
Like in what way?
Like maybe like family members, like, no, you can't do that because of this, or like counselors, teachers.
I guess anything with business related, like now how I'm going into it, or anything car related, how I wanted to go into. It's just harder as a woman, and two, as a woman of color.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's mostly business. Stereotypically, it's mostly white men.
White men.
So to see a brown woman in there
Yeah.
is like, whoa,
Hey.
what's happening?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I see. So like no family members have like been like, I don't think you should do that,
members.
or like maybe another career.
I wouldn't say that specifically, but they have encouraged me to maybe not go to college or pursue something that requires a degree. Just because they're like, you know,
It's gonna be hard.
It's hard
Yeah.
as you, basically.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
That's it, really.
Dang, we're like running out. Do you consider school easy or difficult for you? Like growing up, like when you were a kid compared to how you are now.
It was hard for me when I was little because I forgot what the program is called. I think it's ESL, English Second Language. And my reading grades were always so low because I had no idea what these words even meant.
Yeah, because your first language was Spanish.
Yeah, because my parents, they only speak Spanish in my house.
Yeah.
And growing up, I only ever heard Spanish from them. So when I came to school, I just saw like these books, and they were like saying these big words. And I was like, what does this mean?
What are these letters?
So I wouldn't read as much, and like we had to take these tests in the program where they would read you a story, and then they would ask you about the story after, and I really couldn't tell you much about it. So at the beginning, it was a little hard, I guess. And all these other kids, like, they went to preschool, and I didn't go to like a preschool.
Yeah.
So they already knew like all this stuff.
Like the alphabet.
Yeah.
And
And I
numbers.
was like, what does this even
What is
mean?
that?
So,
Yeah. Because the jump from pre-K to kindergarten is actually hard.
Yeah. And imagine doing that when you
With
know
no
little to no English.
Yeah. That's not good. What employment opportunities were available to your parents in the neighborhood where you grew up?
My parents, I think they worked at a Mexican restaurant. Just because it was easier for them to work in an environment like that.
Yeah.
You know, Mexican restaurants, like, mostly, it was like kind of like a small one. So local ones were mostly, majority of the customers were Mexican, like Spanish speakers.
Yeah.
So it's easier for them to work with people like that.
Yeah.
And then obviously my dad, stereotypically, he worked in manual labor.
Yeah.
So like, that was easy for him to do too.
Yeah. And that was in Santa Rosa, right?
Yeah.
What about now?
Now, my mom is a stay-at-home mom. And my dad, he still works manual labor-ish. He works at a trucking company, and he ships like locally. He doesn't go like
Super far.
super far.
Yeah.
But yeah, he works there, and there's
Yeah.
some Spanish speakers there.
Yeah. Is
obviously.
it like, does he have to know English for that job? Like, does he communicate with a lot of English speakers?
Yeah, it's encouraged, I guess, that you do. It's like, English. I think
Yeah.
he told me about one time where he went to go do something, and some white man was like, "Oh, I don't understand you," because of his accent, and
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh, speak English," and he's like, I am
can't.
speaking English. Like, I don't, like, yeah,
I'm trying, yeah.
yeah.
Interesting. Let's do a few more. What do you think is missing from your communities? So Santa Rosa and Madera Ranchos.
Missing.
Like, culturally, could it be more involved?
Santa Rosa was very, at least the part that I grew up in,
Mm-hmm.
it was very, I don't know how to say it without making it sound bad, anti-white. They didn't like white people.
Yeah.
At least the school I grew up in, like, if you didn't know Spanish to like a T or something, they'd make fun of you. And they'd be like, oh, like, you're a no sabo kid and all that stuff. And then, like, if a white kid would say something, they'd be like, oh, well, you're white, so what do you know? Like, all that stuff.
Matter.
You'd be like, oh, well, you're lucky because you're white. They just, like, discriminate over like, white people. And here, it's the opposite.
Yeah.
Here, it's like, oh, do you even speak English? Like, I don't know how to say it.
Yeah.
It's like majority white.
Yeah.
People. And over there, I grew up with majority Mexican people.
Mm-hmm. So how much English, like, you knew English pretty well when you moved here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you speak it a lot in your hometown, like Santa Rosa?
Yeah, because my school had mostly white teachers.
Oh, so how did the students react to, like, the teachers? Did they, like, disrespect them?
Sometimes, but that's just like every school.
Real?
But yeah, I think the students, they would like speak Spanish to each other at times, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And then the teachers were like, obviously, like, what the heck.
So did they have to know, like, a little bit of Spanish, the teachers?
Kind of, yeah, because we did have a lot of people who would move from Mexico to my school because it was a majority Mexican school, so all the Mexican parents would be like, oh, move him here.
You're here, yeah.
But I think we did have, obviously, programs and people that would help with that, obviously.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I thank you for your time.
Yeah.
Valeria Rangel Melendez, age 18.
Age 18.
Moved from Santa Rosa to Madera Ranchos.
Yeah.
Okay. Concluding. Thank you.
Yay.
Say bye.
Bye.